Hello everyone, my name is Mumbles, and this is Killing Floor 2. And this is my life now. This is another Hell on Earth difficulty daily that we have to do. And we have to do fire axe damage, which is, again, why I'm playing Berserker. So you're not experiencing... I mean, you might be experiencing Deja Vu, but it's actually for a reason. So this is very similar to yesterday in that regard. And I believe we need to kill rioters, funnily enough, this time around. So we'll encounter a few of those. They are a little bit problematic on suicidal difficulty at the best of times. I do see some free armor, so that's quite useful. And I will pick it up, in fact. But yeah, apparently, you know, gone are the days of playing, like, just hard maps and hard difficulty for the fun of it. Now it's all suicidal all of the time. Once again, we just instantly get encircled because we look to the left slightly for 0.2 seconds, and we just get overwhelmed. But like I said, this is essentially my life now. We apparently cannot kill that bloke. We missed the headshot, and now he cannot be killed. I'm just gonna, like, hold off a little bit, wait until we can actually see some stuff. Very happy about that armor, and genuinely we might have, like, only survived because of that. At least we got them in the end. There's two more rioters over there. Again, if we get the perfect headshot, they're not that annoying to deal with. It's just in a crowd situation, it's a little bit hard to pull that off. I'm not very happy about having to run the fire axe, because frankly it's not that great of a weapon. And we may die as a consequence of actually having to use it. We're going to learn from the Wave 1 experience here and get some armor, actually, even though, you know, we might get some freebies as well. But as we saw, it doesn't matter that much if we get the freebies or not, because this is probably going to be gone very soon. I mean, let's just keep cracking on. If nothing else, if by some miracle of modern science we're able to do this in, like, one try, then this is going to be a short amount of suffering. But we will see. Either way, I mean, I don't really mind so much, you know. Hell on Earth is one of those things. I literally mentioned this in the previous video. It's just something that you get better at as you, like, play more. And I suppose I should be thanking the game for giving me this option to get better at this difficulty. And, you know, it is like an opportunity, potentially, for greatness. It's just I don't think I'm quite good enough at the game to make the most of it yet. Should probably get that elite crawler to poison people. Very happy that we're at least, like, connecting with the parries. How many Gorfiends are there? Jesus Christ. Case in point, it's another one. I would just like to get, like, into a room and not have two Gorfiends, like, charge me instantly. But apparently, like, I don't get the things that I want. Oh, he apparently, like, has damage dealing animations, even though he's just, like, jumping. To be honest with you, like, that was just all sorts of messed up. I don't know. I'm curious how many Gorfiends there were throughout the two waves that we just encountered. I mean, this is a map that gets a little hectic at the best of times. I'm just really curious. Let's see. Yeah, like 8 Gorfiends in 2 waves. And I don't think they spawn on wave 1. That's the funny thing. There were only 2 Gorfasts, so that should tell you everything you need to know, basically. I mean, we'll run it back. I am getting just massively tired of the Hell on Earth spam of the dailies, to be honest with you. Like I said, on the one hand, it's a great opportunity to get better. On the other hand, it's like, god damn it, it's like trying to... It's just trying to swim, but you're wearing concrete shoes. It's a little bit frustrating. But it is what it is. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there were a couple Gorfiends in Wave 1. I don't think so, though. I think it was Riders, Bloats, and, you know, Clot variants. It is also hilarious that we keep, like, having to play Berserker. You know, I decided to play it yesterday, and then that my punishment for trying to play this perk now that it's been significantly weakened is basically like, oh, here, play it some more. You seem to like it. Is there a second one? There is a Gorefiend. I mean, we're kiting, trying to make it happen. We're about like halfway through currently. I think there's a dude behind us, but that's okay. Gotta love when you go in to try to like get just a kill, and your reward is again just unending amounts of damage. One of my most favorite things. I was about to say, like, how is that guy not dead? We're gonna do a little bit of infighting. That's okay. This map is gonna be like so chaotic if we ever get to like wave 3. This is one of those areas where there's only like a handful of spawn points, and they kind of like swarm you when the wave actually like happens, in my experience. So usually like at least the games are like super fast on this map. I mean, that bloke took quite a bit of damage, and we didn't have much to do with it. I was gonna say, is there a way we get this guy on the head, or is he just like best dodger? Perfect. He's definitely better than the second blow, let's put it that way. If nothing else, we'll get the fire axe damage, but I'm not that excited about that. I guess we won't have to use it anymore. I genuinely might switch off of Berserker once we do get the fire axe damage, to be honest. Simply because it just doesn't seem like it's happening. I mean, we tried yesterday, and I would say that Biotic's Lab is a map that I'm slightly more familiar with. Or is it Biolabs or Biotic Labs that we played? I can't recall, but I want to say it's Biotic's Lab, though. Like, I'm slightly more familiar with that map than this one, and yeah, this map it's a hoot and a half. They swarm like crazy, which unfortunately for Berserker is not like the best. We don't really have like a lot of area of effect stuff. In fact, like outside of doing like left to right swings, we don't really deal with crowds all that well. Again, there's an argument to be made that if I were to run Vampire instead of Butcher, maybe we would have like an easier time. Can't believe that it takes like over 2 attacks to down one of those guys. And the heavy attack is just so slow. We just can't get in there. I don't think we'll like make it through here. Again, it's the same problem where we just keep getting overwhelmed. And it's Riders and Gorefiends just deal like humongous damage once they've been like rallied. And apparently their animations are just way out of whack too. This is kind of the swarming that I mentioned before. Is this like a... I was gonna say, is that a different Edar Blaster or the same one? I swear to God, man, like, I don't think I'm missing all of the parries, and yet it feels like we're just getting absolutely, like, dumpstered over here. It's so slow. The heavy attack is so slow, man. It takes like 2 years for the axe head to reach the enemy. This is like probably the worst fucking damage dealing weapon in the game. It's so sad too because I really like the fire axe in most games that I play. Left 4 Dead, I'm a fire axe Chad. And then you have this game, and yeah. We're just struggling. I mean, you know, we're doing our best, but it is a struggle. I would like to not get flamethrowered. I don't know how that wasn't like a tank hit there, but I'm just glad we somehow survived. Definitely switching off of Berserker because this is frankly like insane, and I would like to not go insane any further. I'm going to just switch to Firebug. You know, sometimes you gotta do it. I think it's gonna go a little bit better than what we're currently experiencing. Okay, switch Dart Grenades, I just wanted to make sure. Ugh, I'm just happy that we have like 2 of the dailies, and we're gonna give this like an honest attempt now. Again, you might be mad at me for switching to Firebug. I don't really care that much. Like I said, I already played Berserker yesterday. Even though we didn't succeed on the Hell on Earth, that's kind of exactly why I would rather not, like, try right now. Because I don't think that we're going to do better on a map that, in my opinion, is more difficult than the previous one that we tried on. So it doesn't really seem reasonable, to me at least, to, you know, just do this to myself for basically no reason. I was gonna say, like, she can't really scream because she's knocked back, but she didn't care too much about that, as it turns out. Gorfiends, man. They're even tankier on, like, Hell on Earth. It's just poison everywhere, apparently. I do think that I have to, like, just get used to the Gorfiends on Hell on Earth difficulty, because it genuinely seems like you get more of them than you get Gorfasts. Yeah, I thought that would be all the quarter pounds. Oh, there's still a couple alive. That was actually a big flesh pound. Surprising. I mean, this map is very well suited to Firebug, if nothing else. All the choke points really help. The boss, we'll see, to be honest. It depends on who we roll. But I'm looking forward to it anyway. I don't know, man. Just one of these days, I think I might instead of doing dailies, just do like an endless game again. Just so I don't have to put up with the fickle dailies. Sometimes they're a bit on the frustrating side. And I mean, this is twice in a row Hell on Earth, and I'm trying to think. No, it is just twice in a row. I thought maybe it was 3 times for a sec, but I'm trying to think back, and no, I think it is just twice. I mean, twice is plenty. It's even too much, one might say. We're just, you know, lay down a bunch of traps. Heard some flesh pounds. We have, oh yeah, we have like guys from the back too. I would just like to keep that door trapped at all times. Not really sure like what that thing floating in the air was, the thermite boar, and why it was doing that. I don't know how I still got hit there. Calling bull on that. Let's see if we can lay down like a couple. I'm hoping the ammo situation like holds up, because right now it does not seem to be doing so well. Jesus Christ. Are there any more big dudes, or are we done? Okay, I think we're like maybe mostly in the clear. It only took all of our ammo and sanity. Let me still get hit by a crawler, obviously, for 12 damage out of 100 health. I don't see what the problem with that is. I think I do complain about the crawlers too much. That is something I've noticed. I mean, it makes sense, though. I do play quite a bit of Firebug, and with Firebug, they're not so annoying, because they at least die to the fire, but when you play anything else, oh, Jesus. They're the worst. I mean, we might as well, right? Again, there's an argument to be made to get, like, a gun on the ground. Try to think if this room is, like, good for Matriarch. I don't think so, but I think we're gonna stick to our guns and pretend. I mean, it all essentially depends on this roll, so, you know, no pressure. It's King Fleshpound. I think we die, especially on this map. There's so many corners he can get us into. And he will absolutely not stick around for our fire. So, yeah. He's just gonna knock us all around the map, basically. We can't really, like, build up anywhere. I mean, right now, really, the only reason we're still, like, doing anything is because he hasn't, like, spawned a quarter pound behind us. Speaking of, there's a quarter pound right now. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Like, that was just a matter of time. I mean, we did pretty good against him, all things considered. I don't really know what you, like, do. Maybe we should have stuck around in the room with the aquarium and tried to, like, do some stuff there, now that I'm thinking about it. Perhaps that's what we should have done. It's a tough one. I'm willing to give it one more shot as Firebug, but that's it, man. Like, I can't, like, keep doing this every single day, day in and day out, and keep getting Hell on Earth. Like, it can't keep happening. I'm sick of it. I'm just gonna say what's on my mind. I'm sick of it. I'm not even the type of player that normally goes to the higher difficulties. Like, you can actually verify this with my co-op partners. I'm not the guy that pushes for the higher difficulties. I'm the guy that's content to just, like, play on what we're playing at the moment. I'm okay with that. I got nothing to prove. I'm here for the enjoyment, basically. I like the power fantasy of being able to do well on a difficulty and basically just enjoying that, like not getting hit on a hard difficulty game. That's a good feeling. That's you know, that grants me power. So I don't think I would even go play Hell on Earth if the game wasn't making me. And of course, there's no one holding an actual gun to my head. I could just say, screw it, I'm not gonna try that. I mean, in the past, that's what I historically did. When I was faced with dailies such as this one, I was just like, well, no, you can't make me. And I mean, it couldn't make me. I'm kind of doing it for the entertainment. I hope that maybe my suffering is entertaining, and I do try to keep like a coherent train of thought throughout most of the video. I think sometimes I do go quiet, but it's somewhat understandable when you're basically getting ripped to shreds by a bunch of Zeds. I will, like, try to be even better at it, though. Obviously, practice makes perfect, as they say. Right now we are playing Firebug, which I think is very well suited for this map, as I mentioned before. So I'm hoping that, if nothing else, we'll have a relatively easy time getting to the boss wave. I would say that the boss wave is the only problem, but, you know, even with the waves, we can easily get into situations where we might, like, just die. And, yeah, like, that can very easily happen on this map. If we get into a bad spot, it could actually spell our doom. But we'll try our best either way. It would be kind of neat to finish this off as well. It would give me a sense of accomplishment. The thing is, I just don't want to be here for like a super long time trying it. Even though I think it is one of those things where probably like 5 tries in, you just figure out what needs to go right for you. Maybe you get the right boss as well, and then you're kind of good from that point on. I'm going to get the Dragon's Breath, even though it's not the strongest gun by far. But it allows me to just get like an autofill, even though there is an ammo box in here that I could have just taken. I will, you know what, we'll check something. We'll skip the trader, and we'll see if the ammo box sticks around, because then we'll be in that spot. Free ammo is great ammo. I don't really see it. No, it's gone. Well, I guess since we're here, we might as well be here. Maybe it'll spawn later. You never know. I like the Dragon's Breath, even though it is not the most damaging of weapons. It does have quite a bit of utility, and the fact that it has like cheap ammo and does ground fire is a great combination. Plus, it's a shotgun. You can't like go super wrong with those in this game. It can be a bit counterintuitive. Like, do you go for headshots? Do you go for floor shots? I think it depends on what enemies you're actually facing. And also, what I just did there, which is, like, shoot the last shell, you probably should never do, because it takes longer to do the first shell loading. I mean, we probably have this guy because of the Z time now. I was gonna say we should. Did we throw a Molotov? I meant to, but it didn't happen. Once again, we keep shooting the final shell. Even though I said not to do that, but they're kind of overrunning us a little. It is the one drawback to this weapon, that if you do fire all of your rounds, then you're kind of like gonna take a while to be back in operation. which is why you have to constantly like be reloading, but also make sure not to fire the last shell. Can I just not like have 15 guys from the back take 50 of my health? Jesus Christ, man. That was like 2 stalkers and like 1 crawler taking 52 health off of me in the span of like a second. Jesus Christ. This is kind of what I mean. I'm just gonna like give a Molten Hot Lava take. I don't think Hell on Earth is a good difficulty. I think I could say this now that I've played it on video. You've seen me succeed, you've seen me fail. You probably will see me fail still, like right now, if you keep watching this video. But I don't like this. And the reason I don't like it is very simple. It just seems like you can't make mistakes. It's not even mistakes, it just genuinely seems like the game is 100% unforgiving, and it's like, the spawn system in this game is garbage, by the way. So, I'm not really sure what to tell you. Like, was that a mistake? That I didn't check my corners for like 1 second while I'm fighting a guy? I don't think it's a mistake. I think it's how you play the game, to be honest with you. But clearly the game seems to think that that's just how you die, because, you know, it took over half of my health with just like a handful of enemies. Basic enemies, might I add, too. So she like refuses to get hit? Hitboxes, how do they work? At least we got the Zet down, we can't do anything with it. And apparently our area of effect just does not work for some reason. Because like crawlers and like stalkers, once again, just don't care and like walk through all of our shots and fire. I'm a little miffed about that, because again, like there's fire at every single door at this point. Like, come on, man. I swear to Christ, like, it's this thing is constantly ablaze, and then there's still, like, 15 stalkers just, like, tapping my shoulder, like, hey, can I take some of your health? This guy also, I have no idea where he came from. I guess there might be, like, an opening in the ceiling. I'm not really sure. Bit on the confused side. I don't see an opening, if there is one. Like you're seeing that, right? There's like fire over here, and she just like walks through that shit. What the hell? Oh my god, dude. I was gonna say, like, I think this might still be our best weapon for this. That was not fun. I'll just say the obvious, like stain the obvious here, but yeah, that was not actually fun at all. Normally, one of the joys of playing Firebug is you kind of control the engagement. It did not feel that we were on top of that situation at all. And now we're just like making mistakes, but to be honest, I don't even care. Like, I just want to try and see how we can do. Most likely fail, and then be done with it. Like, that's okay. That's more than fine. For some reason, even though these rooms are like identical, we were doing better in this one. Not really sure what's up with that. Might as well skip the trader and keep on keeping on. There are no vents in here, so this should be like a decent holdout position. But for some reason, we kept being flanked in the previous round, and that's very annoying with Firebug, because kind of half the reason you exist is to be able to stop that. But obviously, you know, stalkers exist to mess you up, like, forever. Case in point, like, just an entire wave of nothing but stalkers. We'll slow that guy down a little with the flames. Just trapping the doors constantly, because it's the only thing we can do. When you basically like keep everything out of the room, it just works for the most part, but it's rather hard to do. Definitely easier said than done. Let's see if we can get that guy. We did. I mean, they're probably going to come through this door, if anything. Oh, I made the mistake of looking away for a second, guys. Need to take my punishment. 5 guys instantly in the room. You're in the area of effect, but what do I know? I'm pretty sure that's a big boy flesh pound.
Did you move? There you are,
He is not dead. I repeat, he is not dead. I think he is going to die now. So those guys are raging. We have a decent like weapon for them though. Genuinely, that went decently, even though all the big guys spawned together. I think we did a great job there. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. That was okay. That one was actually okay. It's still a bit confusing why we're capable of doing that in that room and not the other one. But that has probably something to do with me being bad and also mad. Alright, I mean, let's just see. Let's play boss roulette. Once again, it depends on who we get. If it is King Fleshpound, we will attempt to do better than last time. And keep in mind that there are rooms where we can kind of circle him. And maybe not get, like, caught between a quarter pound and him. I think he's just, like, outside here. Yeah, he is. Oh, he already spawned a quarter pound behind us from the sounds of it. Yeah, I thought I heard that. Let's see, he is coming this way. We're doing a little bit worse, like, damage-wise already. And we keep doing worse damage-wise because we can't put the same, like, distance between us and him. I think the quarter pound jumped down. Because I did see another one. Oh, his ground pound, like, goes through the little, like, wall segment there. That's kind of bad. I was hoping that it wouldn't. We're, for the time being, just doing it worse, actually. I mean, it's honestly not that surprising because he is, like, basically just not really missing any of his attacks. I'm kind of scared to leave, though, because even though we've taken, like, slightly more damage so far, I still think that maybe overall we're doing a little bit better than we were before. He keeps, like, cutting those corners, dude. I mean, we are, like, juking him a little. Problem is I don't see him. Like, half of the time we're doing that. We're not even, like, getting him to his, shield phase. Yep. We didn't even get him to the shield phase. How sad is that? I mean, we barely managed to do that, but... So frustrating, dude. And, I mean, he did all of that himself. He didn't even need the quarter pounds that time. I don't think we got tagged too many times by the quarter pounds. Again, I hate to do it. I hate to just end the video on, like, literally not even a success, but... I just don't want to do this to myself. Like, I'll just say it how it is, man. I really don't want to keep, like, trying this difficulty right now. I just don't. I know it's doable. Literally, if we would have gotten Hans as a boss, I think we would have this. But the game decided to give us the, what is it, like... Is it 4 bosses in the game? I think it might be 4 bosses in the game in total. And then, you know, we got King Fleshpound and then into King Fleshpound again. So, you know, that's like... probably like a 4 to 5% chance of that happening. It's really nice that we got that. We got to practice against him. I still don't like him as Firebug, as it turns out, because he doesn't care about the flame damage so much and ground fire builds, but we tried. I guess I'll make it up to you and the game at some point. I just really hope tomorrow isn't another Hell on Earth day, because god damn it. But I'll see you in the next one.